and Farnell went down to the lake, trying to see how many fish we could take. It was a fine day for going fishing. But sitting around the house wasn't cool just then. I've been out of work since I don't know when, and that woman of mine started throwing dishes. Well, boat in the water, I started to row, looking back at the ramp, and what do you know, there was an Escalade towing a yacht. Farnell couldn't stand it, stood up in the stern and hollered, honest folks ain't never gonna earn the money it would take to get what they got.
It ain't right, it ain't right,
that just ain't right. Well, those Escalade doors opened up on both sides, and out stepped a couple of the prettiest guys that we had ever seen, outfitted by L.L. Bean. Wheezed on a little further, they backed their boat in, and what happened next made us both start to grin. You see, that boat sank. They forgot about the plug. Well, them rich boys panicked trying to pull the boat out. One shook his head, the other one shouted,
I thought you put those little plug thingies in last night.
Farnell just said, that ain't right. About $100,000 sinking like a rock. It's burning their way too much painful to watch. But Farnell just said, it ain't right. It ain't right.
it ain't right, it ain't right.
Yeah, that just ain't right. Well, I said to Farnell, why hurry, my friend? Let's drink another beer and watch how this thing ends. As those two city fellers try once more to launch. Well, this time around, the plug was in right, but the bow rope broke and the boat floated right towards some big old rocks. Things wasn't looking too good. One boy waved and hollered, and the other one tried to crank up the motor with all of his might, but the cranking battery acted graveyard dead. Farnell just said,
It ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right.
all that money, not a brain between them. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't have seen them. It ain't right. Well, right about then, a miracle occurred. That big old Mercury spit and it purred, and he opened up the throttle. Well, that's when things got real bad. The sound of that propeller hitting them rocks, fiberglass breaking, was a full system shock, but he kept it a-going up on a plane. Jumping up over the trailer, right through the back of that Escalade. Farnell laughed out loud, made him spit his beer. He said, come on, hoss, let's get out of here before they kill somebody just trying to launch. So I pulled on the paddles, eased on along. Farnell looked back once more and he said, I'll be doggone, you see them two girls getting out of that truck? Well, there on the docks was two beauty queens. The skimpiest bikinis you had ever seen. They was hugging on them boys, drinking champagne. It looked like a Barbie and Ken convention. Right here, I think I ought to mention that Farnell didn't like it. Oh, it ain't right. I heard one of them say,
I'll call Daddy's driver. We'll motor to the coast.
Farnell's face turned all red like he was fixing to roast. And he said, there ain't no justice in this. It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. Now come on, Farnell. Oh, get back in the boat now. You're scaring the fish. Farnell, you can't swim. It ain't right.